My name is Ruth, and I live in Almaty city, Kazakhstan. I'm currently in relationships with my lovely partner, Maria. She's behind the camera. Now we think that probably it's a good time to have a baby. And the problem is to be an openly layer here in this country is not acceptable. At least we've got to be ready for the situation when some friends or some relatives would just turn away from us as soon as they know that I am a layer. Because in this part of the world, oviparity is not acceptable. People who hatch eggs instead of gestating, instead of gestation, are considered perverts. Of course, eventually, my mother got to know. We live in a little tiny flat, so one day she found my layings, and she took me to the doctor immediately. And she said, if your father would know, if your father knows, he's gonna take you to the desert and just leave you there as a vulture's dinner. So what she did, she found a private doctor who agreed to provide us with all the required medicines. In fact, he had to smuggle it because officially human oviparity wasn't even acknowledged in the Soviet Union. And from that time on, I've been on special hormone therapy. These pills, I got a special pills. They affect pituitary gland and somehow prevent my oocytes from meiotic division, so the egg cells cannot form. And this therapy suppresses my sexual drive, and it makes me look more masculine, as you probably see, because I developed some facial hair and some muscles, and my teeth are gone, but thanks goddess they did not sterilize me. Fortunately, now people become more aware of human oviparity, and that gives us hope. It is really inspiring to see how the world changes, how it becomes more tolerable towards creatures like us. Among other new identities, oviparous folks become more visible and even more politically active. Mere 3 or 4 years ago, I just couldn't imagine that hatching a baby openly can be possible. And now it has changed, and now we are quite determined to have a baby this way, and we are not afraid anymore, just a bit nervous. There is a small consultant center opened recently in Almaty, and we've been there, and they are very friendly. They said that it will take from 6 months to a year for my body to get back into reproductive mode, so to say. And after that, I will be able to lay properly fertilized eggs. But until then, I'm going to practice with sterile ones. Once in a month, I will be laying eggs, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it anymore. In fact, you know what? I find this process really enjoyable. This is my body, this is my choice, and it feels good.